The child's promise. I want to start with a moment I witnessed a few years ago. A little boy, maybe 3, was sitting on a curb outside a community center. He had found a tiny crack in the concrete where a single blade of grass was pushing through, and he just studied it. He got down on his knees, he traced it with his fingers, he whispered something to it. He leaned into it and blew on it gently, as if encouraging it to keep going. Everyone else walked past him, adults rushing, older children running, parents calling out instructions. But he stayed with that blade of grass, completely absorbed, completely reverent. And I remember thinking, this is what Montessori meant by the promise of the child. The ability to see life where others see inconvenience. The instinct to protect what is small. The capacity to notice what the world overlooks. If you're new here, welcome. This video stands alone, but it is part of a larger series on Montessori parenting for real life. But you don't need the earlier pieces to understand this one. You just need a willingness to see your child not as a future adult, but as a whole human being right now. Maria Montessori wrote, "The child is both a hope and a promise for mankind." She wasn't being poetic. She was being precise. She believed children carried within them the seeds of a more peaceful humanity, not because of what they might achieve someday, but because of the qualities they naturally express when they are supported, respected, and understood. Think about what you see in your child when they feel safe. Their curiosity, their compassion, their perseverance, their desire to help, their instinct to connect, their ability to find wonder in the ordinary. These are not small things. These are the foundations of empathy, innovation, resilience, and peace. And they grow in the soil of relationship, in the way you speak to your child, the way you honor their emotions, the way you protect their concentration, the way you offer freedom within limits. These are all ways we protect our child. Every time you choose connection over control, you are nurturing that promise. One of the most radical truths in Montessori is this: your child is not on their way to becoming a person. They are a person. Right now, with thoughts, with preferences, with dignity, with an inner life as real and as complex as yours. When we treat children as future adults, we unintentionally diminish their present humanity. We rush them, we override them, we speak for them, we decide for them. We assume we know better simply because we are bigger. But when we recognize them as whole humans, everything shifts. We move from manager to guide, from fixer to observer, from controller to collaborator. We stop asking, how do I get them to listen? And we start asking, what are they communicating? What do they need? What is their behavior telling me right now? This shift is not small. It is the foundation of respectful parenting. When we look at the child and their environment, we see it all as an emotional architecture. Montessori called the environment the child's second teacher, but it's more than that. It is the emotional architecture, the support around them. A well-prepared environment says, you belong here, you're capable, you can do meaningful things, you are trusted. When a child feels that, truly feels it, their behavior changes, their confidence grows, their sense of self strengthens, their promise expands. And this doesn't require a perfect home or expensive materials. It requires intentionality. It requires accessibility. It requires rhythm and predictability. It requires the adult to step back enough for the child to be able to step forward. I once watched a 4-year-old pour water from a heavy pitcher into a glass. It wobbled, it sloshed, and a little bit spilled, but she steadied herself took a breath, and she tried again. When she finally succeeded, she didn't cheer. She didn't look for praise. She simply took a sip, calm, grounded, and completely satisfied. That is the dignity of the child, the quiet pride of capability, the promise of independence, the wholeness of a human being who knows they can do real things. So, this segment is a reminder, an invitation. Your child is a masterpiece in motion, a promise unfolding, a whole human deserving of respect, agency, and belonging. And when you see them that way, truly see them, everything else begins to shift.